So when you first start on your fitness journey, it can be easy to make a lot of mistakes. You don't really have a direction, don't have experience, so a lot of the time, it comes down to trial and error. You try out everything that you see online and read. If it works, you stick with it. If it doesn't, then that's how you learn and that's how you keep moving forward. Problem is that this can cost you years of training and muscle gains. So I'm here to tell you the 10 common mistakes I made and majority of beginners make in their fitness journey, so you don't make them and you can optimize your gains. Let's get into it. So firstly is having no plan. So it's your first few weeks at the gym and you're excited to go, but wait, you don't have a plan. So you end up winging the session. You feel like you went in hard and it was a fun session. So you go home and repeat the same until a few months go by and you're still not following a plan. Now, I was guilty of this when I first started working out. And although you can build some muscle mass and lose fat by just winging it, it's much better for you to have a structured plan to follow, where you don't go to the gym feeling lost, wasting time and trying to pick and choose what exercises to do, and you actually have a set of metrics every week to compare to and try and beat, which is actually the best feeling in the gym. You want to follow a plan so you can track your progress every week to make sure you're constantly improving. Guys, if you need help with following a fitness plan, then join my free community where I have free workout programs and nutrition guides so you guys can still get in the best shape possible. That'll be in the description. So secondly is following bad advice on the internet. So there are tons of good online trainers to watch, but there are also tons of online trainers who don't know what they're talking about. And some of them aren't even certified personal trainers, which blows my mind. So if you get caught up watching the wrong people, then you can actually end up learning the wrong form, technique, and adopting bad habits that will set you up for failure later on. You want to follow certified online trainers and coaches who know what they're talking about and have a good reputation. So guys, make sure to follow the right people so you can get the right information. Having the wrong information can set you back a few years and major gains will be lost. So make sure you try and find the correct information out there. So next is not holding themselves accountable. A lot of people live a very hectic lifestyle and sometimes their job or family commitments can get in the way of them going to the gym. And this can end up with slacking, days off, and being inconsistent. So they end up making no progress. This is why it's vital to keep yourself accountable. You have to make health and fitness a non-negotiable, especially if your goal is to become fit. You got to make it a priority. You need to keep reminding yourself to just get the work done no matter what gets in the way. If you have a strict schedule and very little time, then make yourself a proper schedule where you include gym into your routine and stick to that schedule like your life depends on it. That's how you keep yourself accountable and that's how you will see progress. Not taking any rest days. Rest days are crucial. Whether you want to take them or not, they're crucial. Remember, muscle fibers are torn and broken down in the gym and they are rebuilt when you're resting. So if you're training hard 4 to 5 days a week, your muscles need a couple of days a week minimum to recover. You need this especially if you're natural. Not taking any rest days can hinder your progress and your muscle growth. When I was younger, again, I was guilty of this. During university, there was a period of time when I was training every single day, and I was wondering why I wasn't making any progress with my strength or muscle mass. And this was one of the reasons. I was doing too much and not allowing my body to recover. When you're young, you sometimes think you have all the energy in the world and you can do anything and everything, but that's not always the case. You need to take some time out for your body to rest and reset so you can go harder in your next session. So number 5 is going too hard too soon. Many beginners, when they first start going to the gym, they can get very excited and just start smashing the weights, going as hard as possible and pushing to failure on every single set. Then they end up being sore for like 2 weeks. When this happens, they end up not liking the soreness. Then they take 1 to 2 weeks off. Then again, they come back, go hard, get super sore, and the same cycle continues. By doing this, you're not going to get any consistency with your training, and your training is going to be on and off. So the best thing to do is to go slowly at the start, build your muscle strength and tolerance up slowly, then start increasing the intensity week by week. That way you can progressively overload over time and train harder than last time in every session that passes. Otherwise, you're going to gas yourself out in the first session and not have anything left for the following few sessions. This puts me on to the next point, which is very little consistency. Without consistency, you're not going to get anywhere. If you just go to the gym when you feel like it, it's not going to work, and you're not going to be able to build the physique that you want. Every fitness influencer you look up to has developed a huge amount of consistency. They rarely ever skip days. At the beginning of your fitness journey, it's crucial that you don't skip days because you want to take advantage of your newbie gains and try and build the most muscle mass in that period. As you get older, you will regret not being consistent at the start because it becomes harder to put on muscle mass. And this is called the law of diminishing returns. So guys, if you're a beginner, just be really consistent. Next is not tracking progress. This pretty much goes hand in hand with not following a plan. If you want to build up your strength over time, which will in turn help build muscle tissue, then you need to track your progress. Imagine 1 year down the line, you tracked everything week by week. You'll be able to see a huge improvement in all of your lifts. And do you know how satisfying that will be for you? It's one of the best feelings in the world, seeing that yearly improvement. It will give you that confidence boost. You want to track your progress so you can see what you have done the previous session or the previous few weeks and try and beat that and get better. Number 8 is relying on supplements. Nutrition is key when it comes to building muscle or losing fat. You want to make sure your nutrition is on point, and relying on supplements just isn't going to cut it. You want to stick to mainly whole foods as your diet, and supplements will do exactly that. Just supplement it. 95% of your gains are going to come from actual whole foods that you eat. The supplements will only account for a small amount. Plus, if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, then you want to get your micronutrients in, and you're not going to get those from supplements. So number 9 is expecting too much at the start. This is actually why I believe most beginners give up after a month or 2 in the gym. It's because their expectations are too high. A lot of them expect to look like Chris Bumstead within the first few months of training. Now this is a ridiculous expectation to have because he's on loads of gear, but he's also got 10 plus years of training behind him, and he has the best genetics in the world. So within the first few months, you are not actually going to see a massive change, especially if you are really skinny or really overweight. Now many beginners don't give themselves enough time. They just want results instantly, but that's not how it works. How fast your results come depend on factors such as your lifestyle and your genetics. So if you're someone with poor genetics, then don't expect to get big results within the first few months. You need to set realistic expectations of yourself. That's the only way you won't give up and you'll keep moving forwards. And finally, not getting out of the comfort zone. Getting into great shape is hard. If it wasn't, everyone would look like a model. Start getting out of that comfort zone. Embrace the hardships and the struggle. Go train on the days where you don't feel like it, because those are the days which will build your character and your physique. Also, train to failure sometimes. Don't be that guy that never trains to failure because it's too painful. That's not getting out of your comfort zone, and you're not going to be able to maximize your muscle growth. Push to failure when you can. Train harder than last time and get your physique to that next level. Start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how you're going to grow. Guys, if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, then do me a favor and smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, then do me another favor and hit that subscribe button. If you guys are looking to get shredded for summer, then I recommend watching this video next. And remember, stay natty, stay clean, and peace.